exclusive game on Scratch. Yes, this is the Christmas version of the game. The game is all about drag and drop different costumes on Snowman to finish his Christmas look. This game is super easy to code, so stay tuned with me till the end. Let's start. Let's start the game by uploading backdrop of the game. Classify the codes. Add tabs to this game. You can create your own tab using Paint Editor. If you want, add picture to the tab to make it more beautiful. Make two copies with different outline color to highlight the selected tab. Click the Code tab to go back to Programming. Programming tab Sprite is easy. You just have to create page variable and assign page 1 to tab 1. When game starts, lock its position to top left corner and switch costume to costume 1. Now program your sprite so that if page 1 is selected, switch costume to costume 2 or else switch costume to costume 1. Duplicate this sprite to make tab 2. Change the name and image to scarf. Now come back to programming. Only changes you have to make is set the page number to 2 for this tab and change the x coordinates of the sprite. Test it. When you click the hat tab, page shows 1, and when you click the scarf tab, page shows 2, and it is highlighted. Do the same thing for the rest of the tab. Assign page 3 for Mittens tab, page 4 for Buttons tab, and page 5 for Done tab, and page 0 for Backdrop. Test it. When you click the tabs, page number changes and selected tab is highlighted. Rename the sprite to tab 1, tab 2, tab 3, tab 4 and tab 5. Next, upload our main character, Snowman, who you want to dress up. This is easy to code. You only have to lock his position when game starts. Let's start adding costume to the game. Start with the hats. First, resize the hats to fit the snowman. Costume sprite is easy to code. To make it more easy, we split the code in two parts. If page 1 is selected, then only hat sprite show up, or else hide the sprite. If it touches the snowman, it moves to the snowman, or else it comes back to its original position. Make sure you make the costume draggable. Run the program. Hat shows up only when tab 1 is selected. Drag the coating to the snowman. Put it on. If you drag anywhere on snowman, it will go to a position you assigned. But costume is not showing up when other tab is selected. To fix this, add a texture snowman block inside first condition. What it does is hat is shown up either when page 1 is selected or it is put into snowman. Test it. Page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4 and page 5 is highlighted when clicked. Costume is draggable. You can drag the costume and put them on and off the character. When other tab is clicked, costume still shows up perfect. Now you can add more costume to the sprite. Make sure that clothes fit to the snowman by dragging them into him. Now we have working code. We can just copy paste this code to every costume sprite. For this game we need lots of costume. Copying code to each costume is lots of work. One easy way of getting this thing done is through cloning. Let's start cloning. Move the original costume sprite to the top left corner of the stage. P3 block repeatedly moves 80 steps to the right while making clones of itself, which result in a row of 3 clones. Test it. 3 clones and 1 parent sprite, which we will hide at the end. Add next costume block to it. Now it changes the costume. The repeat 3 block create 3 rows of clone while moving down 80 steps. Set the X value to -160 so the parent sprite starts each row in the same location. Add a height block at the end of the code, then add shoe block at the beginning of the code. Perfect. Cloning done. Now go to Control tab and drag when I start as clone. Block and snap it on top. Change the coordinates for each costume so they aren't all laid on top of each other. Create an independent variable named hatX and hatY. This will instruct the hat sprite where is its original position. Set the hatX and hatY variable to X and Y position of hat sprite respectively. And change X and Y coordinates to hatX and hatY variable. Test it. add our next sprite, Scarf's costume. Upload other scarves as costumes. Copy the hat sprite's code to scarf sprite. Create an independent variable named scarfx and scarfy. This will instruct the scarf sprite where is its original position. Set the scarfx and scarfy variable to x and y position of scarf sprite respectively. And change the x and y coordinates to scarfx and scarfy variable. Assign page 2 to this sprite. When tab 2 is clicked, then only all scarf costumes should show up. Similarly, program the mittens and buttons sprite. Only changes you have to make is assigning page number and creating an independent variable to that sprite. Make some adjustments in rows and columns of clones. Create an independent variable named MITTENx and MITTENy. This will instruct the mitten sprite where is its original position. Set the MITTENx and MITTENy variable to x and y position of mitten sprite respectively. And change the x and y coordinates to MITTENx and MITTENy variable. create an independent variable named button X and button Y. This will instruct the button sprite where is its original position. Set the button X and button Y variable to X and Y position of button sprite respectively, and change the X and Y coordinates to button X and button Y variable. Resize the button costume to fit the snowman. Remove the script where it should go to Snowman. To make the button draggable anywhere on Snowman. Upload the final frame sprite to the game. This is optional. This sprite shows up only when Done tab is clicked. When Done tab is clicked, it broadcasts the message Done to the final frame sprite. When it receives the message, it shows up. Make sure Snowman sprite is in front layer. Test it. Let's add thumbnail to the game. This is super easy to program. First, lock the position to the middle of the screen. Add wait to sec block. This makes how long thumbnail should appear on screen when game starts. Then add ghost effects to make it fade away. This is the final version of the game. Thanks for watching. If you have any doubts, put them in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe my channel, Scratch Programming for Kids. Bye bye. Don't forget to subscribe.